Hey guys, 1982, we're back to where we started. And just like that, I was made to do the paperwork for being admitted into the hospital. What? No, you're only 16. You don't do your own paperwork. That's what your parents are supposed to do. The brand new driver's license that still lay in my shirt pocket. Let's go. It looked like the time for its debut was far off. Protagonist, 2004, Autumn. This music is just so, I don't even know. Around when those very noisy cicadas had stopped crying. As usual, I was in the hospital. Oh, there's a lot of hospital in this. I already know, I've already read this entire thing. It took 3 hours. Of course, it wasn't like I was always admitted in the hospital. I would be in and out. Last month, I had my first experience with surgery. After being discharged, I commuted 5 minutes for outpatient care by scooter. Alex, are you still there? Alex? Alex is gone. Gamerman he's left. He was here a few minutes ago, but he's gone now. And even from then on, admitted, discharged, outpatient care, gradually moving to being admitted again. There's a moon. That's a very well drawn moon. I didn't know anything about PET or IRESSA. Neither do I. But I noticed through the comings and goings that a number of months had passed. In exchange for my decreasing appetite, the types and amounts of drugs were increased. Even I could see with my own eyes my strength was declining. My legs felt a bit thin, but that's not your imagination, the needle on the scale would tell me. And yet, I was looking at myself somehow objectively, as if just watching a stranger, like looking at a single scene on television. The sudden things that happened to my body, my head couldn't keep up with them. The feeling that what was happening to me was real didn't arise. So sad. This whole thing is just a bucket full of sad. And even though it was supposed to be my own body, I could only watch myself from afar with cold eyes. Where is Alex? I'm gonna page him. Paging Dr. Alex. I'm gonna page him. Paging Dr. If I could type. Alex. I paged him. Winter. Around when Christmas trees start disappearing from the streets. Oh. Perhaps it was the end of the year, but I was allowed to return home. Dr. Alex replied! Hey, Dr. Alex, you can still hear me.
I cannot understand your languageisms.
Too bad.
What do you want from me?
Perhaps it was the end of the year, but I was allowed to return home. Make comments.
I don't understand you. You are lagging so badly.
I'm not lagging at all. You're the one who's lagging. In the end, it seemed to be only temporary, but even then I was a bit happy.
No. You need to extend your syllables by at least 2 seconds in order for me to understand you correctly.
Lex.
Alex, yeah?
Make comments.
Immense?
Comments.
Commie, con?
On.
Commie, han.
On.
I don't have enough chi to do that.
On the backgrounds.
Comment on the visual novel.
Yes, the backgrounds. The backgrounds. The visual aspect of the novel.
Mixture of rain and sleet.
In the mix of rain and sleet, I returned home for the first time in a while. What about this? What about this beautiful rain
In a
there?
mix of rain and sleet, I returned home for the first, I don't know, you skipped it.
For some reason, everyone in the family was gathered. I said the visual aspect.
For some reason, everyone in
The
the family was gathered.
pictures.
Even though my parents normally didn't speak much.
While being a bit stiff, they smiled at me.
Stiff.
Alks. I said
Like McCall.
the pictures.
I don't understand.
Comment.
I don't understand. Kami.
On the pictures.
Picture. Comment on the pictures.
Yes.
28, 20, 17, 18, 12, 6, 23, 14, 71. Oh.
See that? I'm just screen sharing the.
No, I'm commenting on your FPS limit.
Good. Okay. The little sister who I always argued with made my favorite cream stew and fried shrimp.
Fried shrimp has nothing to do with this picture.
We sat next to each other in the kotatsu. Kotatsu. That seems about right. Kotatsu
has nothing to do with this picture.
What is a kotatsu? Look it up. They peeled mandarins for me.
Peeling mandarins for me is not.
They were excessively kind. That was the impression it left. During this time, I had just a bit of realization. Still left in that pocket was the brand new license. That license, without giving rise to practical value, might expire. While having stiff, unnatural smiles directed at me.
Your syllables for the part of hearing.
Calmly, vaguely, rather simply, I thought of that as if thinking of someone else. January 2005.
Protagonist.
The new year passed, and I returned again to the hospital. The main character. For some reason on that day, I didn't go to the 4th floor, but instead to a conference room. Was made to go.
Who is the protagonist?
The main character, who is a boy/girl. There, with my father and a doctor.
Raquel, it's the hospital hallway from Always Remember Me.
Is it? Good.
Pretty much.
Good. I heard many things. Was made to listen.
I'm gonna watch more Game Grumps.
No, not right now. It was that thing called notification, probably. They had an extremely indirect way of speaking, but in the end it seemed like I was going to die. See? Sadness. I see. That was why. I was only able to reply with that. Couldn't find other words. From when I entered until I left the room, that was all I said. Accepting my answer, the doctor moved the ballpoint pen in his hand. Most likely it was paperwork for the hospice. To the very end, he was very businesslike. My father was much the same. It was such a simple thing. That was my honest impression. And then, between that day and the next, I changed from the 4th to the 7th floor, from a 6-patient room to a single. I feel like this is a good place to stop because the 7th floor is very interesting. Don't read that line. Hey guys, thanks for watching, and subscribe to Gamerman 1991 because it doesn't have videos.